developer shout out. We appreciate your hard work. Yeah. Our developer shout out this week is Ken and Roberta Williams, founders of Sierra Games, who started it in 1979, have employed thousands of people over the years, and are really kind of like the grandparents of gaming. So figured they definitely needed a shout out this week.
Yeah, they did King's Quest and a bunch of other RPGs. They really have done some awesome stuff before they got bought out and it got ruined.
And got destroyed.
Someone sounds a little
massacred.
sour over there. They produced.
I was about to say, I'm like, you know what I'm going to start calling you? I'm going to call you Peppa because you need to get pepped the fuck up.
Yep.
Peppa.
No, they have some really cool games.
A little salty right now, huh, Peppa?
I played tons of Sierra games back in the day. They even did pinball. Remember the pinball that we was playing?
Ooh.
Yep. They've also put out all the Hoyle casino games. Yes. Those games were so much fun. They did Battle Chess, if I remember correctly.
Yep, Battle Chess.
Yeah.
Battle Chess is awesome. I know they did one of my favorite games, which is Mission Force Cyberstorm, which is BattleTech. But you gotta control. You gotta make your mechs, and then you gotta make your things like the pilots called bioderms, and you gotta put them in. And if they died for real. And you had to monitor. It was way ahead of its time. Super awesome. But they also did the Earth Siege series, which is awesome. So
it's really cool to kind of look back on people who've made such an impact on gaming, who maybe aren't doing it anymore for whether it's good, bad, whatever the reason is. Just to kind of see this is the stamp they left, and kids nowadays may never even know who they are, but almost everything they play probably has some influence.
That Sierra logo, that across the mountains, was as synonymous as the Disney logo. The castle.
Yeah, to me, because I remember you had to start those games up in DOS.
Yep.
And so when you saw that logo, that means you did good.
Wasn't the Lion King fucking Sierra? Didn't they?
Yes,
do
the
that?
Lion King.
Yeah.
I also had Be Our Guest, which was the Disney one was also there. I mean, Sierra, they're super influential. I mean, they've done tribes. When it comes to multiplayer shooters, you got tribes. They really made
Tribes Aerial Assault, right?
Yeah, they did
I
all the
played
tribes.
shit out of that
So
game,
much fun.
and it just got patched recently.
So really, pretty much, if you're playing a game now, somewhere down the line, some sort of influence is most likely come from a Sierra game. So
absolutely.
thank you for all your guys' work, you guys. Thank you for everything you've brought to gaming.
Thanks for making my childhood.
Fat Island
Yeah.
and Insert Disc 4, we love you.
Love you.
And now it's time to go to our Pigpen question of the week, which you can leave your questions by leaving it in the comments below or tweeting at us at fatgaming.com or fatgaming, Fat Isle Gaming, huh?
At Fat Isle Gaming.
Yep. Not
Or you
.com.
can just go to @insert disc 4 and we'll relay the message over to them.
Yeah, we'll talk to them. We see them all the time.
Don't do it. They won't listen to you. They won't tweet back.
I'm getting gray hair from this question. We haven't even started. I just glanced over and I'm
I will.
really wishing I put blinds on because I don't want to
Okay.
see that.
Pigpen question of the week comes from Jason Holm.
Hume.
Your last name is now Holm. Deal with it.
Damn home.
You don't get to change it. That's your last name now. All right.
You better change it on
Cheers,
Facebook.
dear.
If you were to create your own game, what genre would it be and what would the story be? Peter.
It's hard because I don't know if I'd make a story-based game. I've never been very creative. I'd make a more gameplay game.
Be Snake
That makes sense. Yeah, Snake.
2.0.
You
Two-headed
just-
snake.
Just remaking Snakes and Ladders as a whole 3D game. It's totally off topic. No, I'd probably do something in the style Shovel Knight, jumping or time-based or something. That's more what I'm interested in. I like being told stories. I don't like telling stories.
What's your main character's name?
If I was to tell a main character, it would be Holmes. Jason Holmes.
Jason Holmes.
Boom.
If I was to write a story, it'd be something probably really adult. I like those adult stories, as I've said before. Tell something different, and nobody probably ever buy it. But yeah,
It'd be rated A for amateur.
amateur. Sure.
Ooh. Ouch.
All right, we're going to jump table.
Nope. Keep going.
Over to you, Zach.
You first.
Zach, what's your
Nah,
game?
You, man.
Come on,
All
Zach.
I'm still piecing together. The plot has a twist. I haven't figured it out
The
yet.
plot has, he's going to
But it's going to have a twist.
it's gonna go
It's gonna
Inception
have-
us over there. Okay, we're going to jump to you then.
Well, there's not very many games set in the Viking period. One of the more recents that I played was the Mountain Blade series, the Vikings expansion, which was a lot of fun. It had a lot of cool aspects in it. But I think what it would be is You would start out as a Viking raider, and I don't know. I think it would be probably third person action.
Yes.
With like kind of like cool like stealth gameplays because the Vikings are all about stealth. Coming in the morning. So high fidelity graphics, particle effects as it is. But you play as a raider. You start out. You learn the game as you fight, and as you fight, you gain wealth as it is. That's what you get because it gets divvied out, and then you take that wealth and you go home and you have like a farmstead that you kind of control, like your home base, where you get to build different parts of it. And then as you build your wealth at home and build through wealth elsewhere, you start to gain more land, more people follow you, eventually buy your own boat, and then eventually maybe you become a jarl and a king after that. And I kind of want to have an open-ended story to where maybe you can choose not to go home and keep your kingdom and start like a new farm in like England or Scotland or wherever you go to, and kind of have you build your bases as you go, and you have that string of wealth. And so there's like a economy aspect to it. There's a fighting aspect to it. I want there to be like control your troops versus like yelling kind of thing, where how you have those action games where you tell people how to maneuver as you go into it. Cool. And I think that would be super badass, a lot of fun, and I would make it very realistic to how the Vikings fought. Very short sword and board. Not everyone had a sword. Shield day, spear day. Kind of stuff, and just pure visceral combat. It would be so much fun.
Leg day.
What? There's no blades.
I could
I
could see
day.
that being a game. I think it would speak very much about you. I think that'd be a really cool game.
Now
So-
give it a
Sounds like
name.
your game.
Huh?
Give it a name.
Ooh.
That should be the curve on those. You have to title it now.
Okay, so your character's name is Vi, and the game is called Vi King.
No. That's
Dang it! I was waiting. You had me hooked. I was like, "There's
I know
more."
you, like,
There's
leaned
more.
in. You
I
were
was
like-
"Yes."
I think I'd probably just call it like Saga.
I can jam
Yep.
up to that.
So if I had a game,
Saga Viking's Tale. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah.
don't leave him.
yeah.
Leave him hanging. Take it back. Take it
Peter,
back.
name yours real quick. We'll double back.
I didn't
Name
even
it.
come up with a plot.
That's fine. Name it.
Zach's adventure.
No, Jason
No, it's gonna be about you.
Hume's adventure.
No, it's gonna be about you. And Jason Hume's the main character.
But if it's Jason, it can't be me.
No, you don't even know yet.
The whole point of the game.
It's a twist.
It's gonna start off with Jason Holmes going to your birthday and not having a present, and then the whole thing is you're playing as him trying to find the perfect present
In my own house.
for Zach.
It's a horror game.
You have to re-give something in my house. Oh, that's a great VR game.
Yeah. Okay.
Fun.
So my game would actually be like almost an extension to a game. It would be a zombie game, but it would be like a truly like living zombie game. It'd be first person, but it would be like a living environment, MMO. You build a character, you create your character, you get stats, everything like that. You actually get to build your base. Other people can build bases together. You can raid each other's bases. You can be a dick. You can be whatever you want. If you get bit by a zombie, you die, you become a zombie. You play as a zombie. Now you can give that character up and start a whole new character as a human, but then that zombie is now played as an NPC. So whatever stats you had, if you had
Shoot
strength,
yourself.
speed, anything like that, that zombie now has all that. If you have like weapons, yeah, like if you're wearing armor, the zombie now has that armor and it's played as an NPC. So
as
now
a zombie would be any way, like say you're playing a zombie, would there be any way to like earn, like go back, like not be zombie anymore? Is there a cure?
Is there a cure for zombie?
maybe there could be. That could be like Endgame where maybe there's like different...
Your other character finds your NPC to bring you back.
Or your friends do.
Yep. Bring you back, and then you can play as that character again. But that'd be like really cool because it'd be like a living MMO. Some people might go out there, just want to get super spec'd as a human, go become a zombie, and then just go terrorize people. So like maybe as a zombie, you don't pick up items, but you have like a whole new like skill tree. So you could like totally spec yourself as a human, turn to a zombie, and then respec yourself completely
I'm
as a
seeing,
zombie.
Like flashes of Evolve, like the monster just coming in and barreling through hunters, and then I'm seeing like H1Z1 stuff, Left 4 Dead's crossing through my mind.
I was going to say that reminds me a lot of Daisy already. I mean, because
Yep.
you
Or
have the base
Dying
building
Light.
aspect of it. You have like the whole foraging, but the becoming a zombie you do not have.
Yeah. So
man.
like, it obviously would be like a lot of portions of games that already exist. But I think that'd be really cool. Like your character can maybe only hold so much. So you send like a scavenging party out to go find wood because your base just got attacked by a horde of zombies. So you need to
You need
refortify.
to find wood.
So yeah, you need to like send the people out there, and then you like fortify and grab all that stuff to like re-barricade. And you also have to keep up on water. If not,
What
your
about-
characters will die. Like,
What about building like cells? So if you had a zombie self that died, you find that character, you can hoard him to a cell until you can cure him.
yeah. So you could do like different things like that. You could trap them. Maybe to find a cure, you have to trap enough of them and do enough experiments on them. Somebody has to spec themselves as a scientist to be able to learn how to do
Oh my
that stuff. Like
God.
you could get so in depth with it. It could be like a really fun like living MMO. You could like, okay, we're gonna like the four of us are gonna play, and like Peter's gonna go spec to go like adventuring and foraging, and you're gonna spec to be a scientist. You're gonna spec to like protect the base. Like everybody would have like a different role, and it would
can
be
there
like
be a hunter class that uses a dog?
there cannot be.
What? Oh, I'm totally invested in this idea. I'm just like, whoever's out there listening to this, make this game.
I don't even want the rights for it. I
Okay,
just
he
want a
doesn't want
copy of the
rights.
game.
Cool,
I
you
want
released it. It's out there.
I want a copy
This
of the
fish
game
is lost at sea.
before it comes out, so I can do a review on it. That's all I ask for. That's it.
Oh my god.
That's it.
That's so. I'm like actually excited sitting over
Right?
here. I'm like, that's a good idea. Your idea was great too, but man, that's really good.
And, just like that truly like living environment where like every time you go do something, every time you go on an adventure, like it could mean your character's permanently dead. And of course, those people who go out there and deal with the zombies are going to be like wearing tons of armor and stuff because they're like, I don't want to get bit. You do get bit. Now that you have this fucking like badass zombie like specced out in full armor, and like you're trying to like,
Kill him and get your shit back.
okay, yeah, but you got to kill him.
Ooh,
Yeah, so it's like
yeah.
this like entire like
in
living
Walking
back and
Dead
forth.
where
You
They have
feed,
the-
yeah, I was like, you
they have the
feed
zombies
your
in
own
riot gear and
compromise
shit.
there.
Yep.
It's crazy.
So yeah, it would be like it'd be back and forth, and like I don't know. I think it could
So
be like
how
a
do
really
the
interesting
first
game.
settlers start out? So hear me out, right?
Yep.
How does if everybody enters the world same day, everybody's a living person? Do they have to fast first and then die by not paying attention, and then they become a zombie?
Well, that'd be the fun thing. So maybe you start off with game starts, everybody's fine. The developers drop in. There's like 100 zombies, but you don't know where they are. So you're just walking around like the first day. Like you spend that first day, and you better be fucking scavenging. You better be hitting supermarkets and finding food.
You know the plot of the game.
Just
You're
like it would happen
wrecking
in real
grocery
life.
Just like in real life.
Everyone would flip out. Everyone would raid every store possible.
But then on that point,
great starting
then on
point.
that point though, there's friendly fire on at all times. So you can go kill somebody else
over the box of Twinkies.
over the box of Twinkies. And then so
Veterinarian.
the very beginning of the game,
Penicillin.
yeah, so the very beginning of the game would literally just be people fighting each other to get supplies, and then all of a sudden
zombie can come out and wreck you both.
and then all of a sudden like you're in the middle of a city, you're in the middle of a supermarket, you're like just killing other people, you're like, yeah, I got fucking all the shit. Next thing you know, you go to leave and there's fucking zombies flying everywhere. So you're like, nope, I'm boarding up this fucking place, and you just fucking hunker down, and that's your base from now on until you get a big enough crew. You got to trust people to let them in so that they don't kill you and take your stuff.
Can I give you another crazy plot in there? Okay, so if you're
You one, I'll do one.
Okay, so I'm gonna add, all right? So communications, like you know how like you have like your chat systems like on Xbox, PC, and PlayStation? Those are disabled. You can't use those in the game. Otherwise you can't talk to each other.
Only game chat.
Yeah, only in-game chat, but when you go distant, once it like clocks you from another player, you have to be on walkie frequencies, and if the battery dies,
Just like Arma.
there's no there's
Yep.
no talking. That's it. You have to oh my god, this is great. I love
All right,
this.
here's another one. Each server has a set number of player spawns, and once those are gone, the game's over. That
It's just
server
zombies.
The server's
that,
done?
that server shuts down, and they make a new one.
And then
so that way they can redo that opening sequence.
and
over
vice
and over.
versa, if enough people get the cure and you cure all the zombies, then that server is now cure. It's a healthy one, and that game ends because you've defeated the
and
cure.
then the
You've defeated
players will get like a bonus for being on that server.
and then you start a new game, like a new game plus. You get to start with a bunch of stuff, but you've defeated the outbreak.
Yeah.
And then so you could go either. So the whole point is to get your server to either die from zombies or cure your server.
That's a cool PvP
And then it
aspect.
should have like a tally because you know how like some of these international games, it's like China, America, South, East, or whatever. It says like how many servers have been infected and then how many have been saved. And like whenever you log in to start, it tells you what the count is out of everything.
I'd still be curious to see like how the server evolves over years. So what they should do is have that like you said MMO.
Yep.
They can expand it by different cities. So like at some
the
point
military
they're like,
shows up. Like
at some point they're like, oh, you can now drive to Boston, and people like go over there and start new over there. But I still want to be able to go back to the old.
So you
city
could,
and
but
see.
no, so you could say like, okay, you started off in New York, and New York is like full of zombies, but you're quarantined off, so the rest of the world is just living life normally. But then it's like new expansion comes out, and we've added this city. And now
you can now drive down there. You got like 2 or 3 days to drive down there, and then eventually the zombies are gonna walk from New York. So you're gonna like they're coming.
Oh man, what if you play
can't-
from starting in one quadrant of the states and then you back up in each server over to the other side?
Yep.
I can tell you that I could speak to a certain amount of like Arma 3 like map developers, and we can make a very rudimentary version of this in Arma.
Let's make it happen, you guys. We're gonna start some sort of petition. I don't know. We're gonna pick somebody. We're gonna pick a
Kickstarter.
developer,
Let's just
kickstart
go.
it,
None
and then
of
we'll
us
just
are developers,
and then
but
we'll just give the
learn.
money to somebody else. We'll just be like,
We'll pick up
here's our
Lionhead
idea.
Studios.
yeah, we'll pick them up. All right.
Get fucked.
So after my game, we've talked enough about it. I had a lot of fun with it. Zach, top my game.
Oh, no, I can't. Like, I can't. I'll set the precedence right now. Everything after this minute is just downhill from here, right? So mine, it'd have to be an RPG. That's what I'm faithful to, right? So it'd have a different spin on it. Plot is civilization is kind of tapped on technology. You're now at the point where you're realizing that you, as humans, were actually dropped off to colonize Earth from another planet, but now Mother Planet, the first one, is coming back to ream the crops of that. They're glad that you made, geometrical changes to the Earth. They can now take what resources this place has. You did a great job. They want to bring you home. All the citizens are freaked out. Nobody knows what's going on while they're digging all this other stuff. They find magic and relics of stuff of old, and then that's used to combat the science of the original Earth that sent us over here to colonize this one. So you have this main character and cast that doesn't believe about being stripped from the homeland that you were raised on, and your family and your friends and all this other shit. So you're fighting this place that said, you did a great job, time to come home, come back to us.
As a true RPG, but I have the option to side with the other people.
No.
Way to not make it an RPG.
No, so this is not you play from the one thing here because you're going to go through a whole bunch of hurt. You're going to get developed with these characters. If I gave you options, you could just pick whichever one you felt better with. I have to make you go through a story.
So more of an action RPG then.
More of an action turn-based RPG.
Would you call
not
it
turn-based?
Destiny?
No, hell no.
Sounds like Destiny. To me.
No.
You made fun of mine. I'm making fun
Because
of
I'm trying to blend two things I really like. I like Star Ocean quite a bit from an RPG perspective, and I like Legends of Dragoons from a mythical Knights of Old stuff.
Yeah.
So just can you imagine pitting those two? You have somebody coming from another planet saying, "Hey, did a great job. We're actually going to rip the Earth apart now. You guys can come back with us. You did a great job. Thousands of centuries later, we want to take you back home, and you can see what Motherland was like. You guys are the survivors of what we needed. You've done all this great work. We're going to take you back." And then everybody's like, "No, fuck that." And while they're doing their excavating, they found these relics that were used to push them away the first time. They bring those back. So I think that'd be really cool.
So I'm interested in seeing what you guys, like I said, I know a lot of us probably have video games that we've all thought about and wish would come out. If you guys have any really cool ones, leave them in the comments below. Let them know. Tweet them to us. You can do it at Phatt Isle.
I'm so sorry. What's the name of yours? Name it.
I don't know.
Citizen Zero.
Oh.
Maybe.
With a cross through the zero, but it's a
Maybe
hand
with
slash.
Citizen Zero, that's the first person to receive a deadly virus
Yeah.
or
Done.
disease. It's the host.
Citizen Zero, a Kling adventure. I don't know. Might be Foundation.
Cling on to life.
Yes. Yes. Love it.
Done.
All right, you guys. Seriously, though, let us know what you think. Like I said, leave it in the comments below. If you have any cool games, tweet at us at Phatt Isle Gaming. Tweet it at InsertDisc4. Let us know, you guys. And, of course, if you guys have any questions, same thing. Leave them in the comments. Tweet them to us. Send us a message on Facebook. You can find us both there, InsertDisc4, Phatt Island Gaming. Let us know what you guys think, and we'll catch you next time. Pig pan question.
You did it. You did
Smell
it, though.
toast.